Hey, Morgan SLV here. Thanks for tuning in. Just got a couple things on my mind. You know, I'm not really following anybody on YouTube at the moment. I just have a lot of things on my mind as far as education. I am a staunch non-supporter of people going to college to learn useless crap. Okay? I can remember one time my sister, who's type A, was doing a little partying. She seemed to go to concerts a lot with my older sister, who I didn't really approve of all that much. I don't want to get too much into my family history, but you know, I had an older sister who was kind of doing the dead end job thing, and I had a younger sister who had yet to enter the workforce. But she thought it was cool to hang out with my other sister and to have a couple of beers and whatnot, and go to these concerts. And finally, one day, I told her, I said, "Look, let me explain something to you. I'm pretty sure I'm going to be the financial matriarch for the whole family." I'm type A. At the time, I was already running a business with my father. It's kind of like if you've ever seen OCC Chopper, that's exactly how we got along. And I can tell you right now, I can see why they split up. My father and I split up business-wise. I love him to death. But it was a constant battle. What I told her is this. I said, if you think for 1 minute that you're going to coast through life and I'm going to support you as I have been, you know, through my business and helping mom and dad out, and they're helping me and my wife out, you're sadly mistaken. If I were you, I'd really get your crap together. And it was about a 20-minute talk that I never really had with her. She was extremely beautiful. She looks like Brooke Burke. I don't know if you ever remember seeing her on, I think it was on like the Travel Channel. She had her own show. Extremely beautiful girl. And she, you know, unfortunately, when girls are really pretty, as she was or is, you know, a lot of times they think they're just gonna, you know, skate through life. And I don't mean to be picking on girls or guys at this point. What I'm saying is this, is that, you know, she had come back months later and said, well, I'm going to school. And then I had another talk with her. I said, if you think I'm going to be impressed because you're going to college, you're also mistaken. If I were you, I would be very specific. First of all, I'd research exactly what the job market is in that particular deal. Now, this is going back about 20 years. And then I'd also, is that going to be enough money for you, right, when you graduate? Because I watch people go to school and get out and have to work 2 jobs because, you know, what they studied just didn't cut it. So I told her, I said, look, yes, I'm in favor of education. I'm just not in favor of, boy, I got a degree on the wall that I might as well just hang out in the garage and, you know, put it behind the dryer because it doesn't really mean much. So it's the same thing I say today. Not big on college. I gotta be honest with you. I guess if you're gonna be a brain surgeon or work for NASA, or, you know, I don't even know if either one of those would be good industry at this point. I'm sure there's work at it, but what I'm saying is this, is I'm a huge fan of studying subjects that where the rubber meets the road, you're gonna actually use. I can close my eyes and build a car from A to Z. Am I proud of that? Yes. I got a really cool hot rod that I promise. As a matter of fact, I'm probably going to get it out today, and or at least uncover it and show you guys, so you guys know I'm not kidding around about that. I'm proud of that, and it took a lot of education to do that, and I probably have $50,000 worth of tools and the whole 9 yards. But the deal is this, it doesn't really put food on my table every month. I'm a huge fan of learning something that is going to pay you dividends. I think I hit the nail on the head there. Learn something that will continue to pay you. Jobs suck. I don't know any way else to say that. Hey, if you got something that's paying you dividends and you want to go out and be a guy that sells cat posts out at the local auction because you just love seeing all the people there and having a beer on the weekend, great. What I'm saying is learn something that's going to pay you dividends in the future. Robert Kiyosaki said it like this. The A students work for the C students, which that's what I was, and the B students work for the government. And man, I about rolled off my chair. But honestly, I got straight C's in school. In auto shop, however, I got straight A's because I built hot rods, you know, from the time I could, you know, understand what gasoline and 4-stroke motor was. I was building hot rods. But I cracked it up. So I cracked up when I heard that. A students work for C students and B students work for the government. And doesn't that say it all? And I don't see anything wrong with that. Hey, they make good employees. You know, that's what our Prussian school system does. They make good employees and good people for the Army and the Navy and the Marines and whatnot. I don't have any problem with that. But you just got to know what you're in for. Another thing that Robert Kiyosaki said That is in 2008, we were within 2 weeks of our financial system collapsing. So let's examine that for a minute. If the financial system collapsed, he said things like, what would you do if you went to the grocery store, tried to use your ATM card and it didn't work? I left a pause there on purpose. What would you do? Right? What he was saying is there would be instant anarchy. You know, he's buying 10th ounce silver rounds. Okay, they look they're about the size of a dime, I guess he was saying. He goes, I think that's a smart idea. He goes, you know, my friends and family come over and they see all my firearms and whatnot, which I got guns hidden all over the place, right? His food storage, his water filtration, they tell him he's whacked. That was his own terms. And he said, look, I'm just being prepared. You know, if you read the Bible, it calls about being prepared, right? Have oil in your lamp, right? So that's what he's doing. And, you know, so, I don't know, I'm just speaking from my heart today. Teach your kids. Teach your kids right here. This is really cool, this book. Rich Kid, Smart Kid. What an awesome book. I mean, it talks about not stifling your child's genius, right? You want to let it out. I mean, I'm in agreement now. I have to tell you, I'm in 100%. I'm a little afraid of this next statement, but I'm in 100% agreement. If you pursue as a person something that you love, you're probably going to be really good at it. So I have one son who's taken after me. He says, well, I want to be a mechanic. I said, well, great, you can be an engineer. That's as close as I'm going to let you get to a mechanic if I have anything to do with it. And then the other thing is he has a website, Small Engine Advice for Dummies. Go on it. He's already making money through Google AdSense. We're getting ready to put affiliates on it. I'm after him to write an ebook. He's making money. He's made this month off of it, I think about $300. Not directly off AdSense, but indirect business. People are saying, hey, aren't you Blake? You're the guy with the website. Yeah. Well, hey, my mower's doing this, my mower's doing that. Or they thank him for watching one of the repair videos, and it actually works. I couldn't be any more proud of him. Then I have another son who runs around with a 1974 Gibson Flying V guitar, electric guitar, and the kids, he's a little phenom. So we're going over and watching some blues Wednesday night. What I'm saying is this, is that I'm telling them to pursue what they love. At the same time, I'm telling them, check out these websites, let's get these things rolling, and let's make something happen. Let me put it to you this way. Think of creating a website, and think of it in these terms, because this really turns me on every time my juices get flowing. If you have a hit TV series such as Friends or Seinfeld, you basically write your own check. If Nike wants a commercial on Seinfeld, what do you think they're going to pay, right? So if you get a website going and it's a hit, you know, it was said to me more than once by this gal named Lisa who has tocreateawebsite.com. She says, if you get a page that pays you, it pays you for life. It pays you for life. Now, will your job pay you for life? Absolutely not. It won't, okay? In most cases, it will not. I'm telling you to check it out. The company we are using is Site Build It. Another one to check out is a guy named Adam Short. Niche Profit Classroom. I haven't done anything with him yet, but I'm really close to doing it. I've researched him and I like him. Now, let's get on to Peter Schiff. I know I've been all over the board, but let's get on to Peter Schiff. Give him your support. Get on there and start getting on that phone bank and start making some phone calls for this man, because he's out to help you and I. I'm telling you, Peter Schiff, SchiffForSenate.com. Study up. Mike Maloney, Robert Kiyosaki, Jason Hummel, right? Da Vinci J15, Silver Futurist, Why Silver, Why Now, I think is what it's called. I've been hooking up with him a little bit. Pay attention. Morgan SLV out.